back for part 2. We've got our Paw Paws, and we're gonna make some delicious ice cream. Okay, so for this Paw Paw ice cream, we're gonna need 1.5 cups of pulp. Yesterday in the video, I thought I needed 4 or 5 cups. I just had that wrong in my head. So for this ice cream recipe, this is basically just a French vanilla recipe. We're gonna be using some heavy cream, some milk, and some egg yolks, and we're gonna make our custard base. Then after that cools down, we're gonna add the pulp from these Paw Paws. So let's go ahead and cut into one of these Paw Paws. Let's see what we got here. Now, as you get in here, you'll notice that there are a ton of these black seeds. Now, there's really no pretty way to go about getting this out, but really all I'm gonna do is you just get all these seeds out, leaving as much pulp behind as you can. And then we're just gonna take a spoon and start kind of spooning all this pulp into the jar there. And you wanna make sure, and I'll go back and make sure I've removed any skin and any seeds, but yeah, this is pretty much it. There's no pretty way to do it. A right Paw Paw is super slimy and just super pulpy, but hey, we got started. I'm gonna get this cleaned up and I'm gonna keep on going until I've got 1.5 cups worth of Paw Paw pulp. Okay, and so while I'm going through here and I'm harvesting all this pulp, I'm getting it all in here and measured up. You know, I'm making a recipe, and there's all kinds of recipes that you can find for Paw Paws, ranging from Paw Paw bread, Paw Paw pudding, Paw Paw ice cream, which is what we're doing. But you don't need to do any of that. You can just take a Paw Paw and just try it. And I encourage you to do that. It tastes, yeah, it's literally like it's like a little bit of banana, but there's also like a tropical kind of citrus notes in it too. But yeah, you can just eat it like this. So there you go. Okay, we've got right at 1.5 cups of pulp in there. It took me about, I want to say about maybe 7 or 8 Paw Paws that I went through. And yeah, you just want to get that pulp in there, really mix it around, get it nice and mashed in so that it'll incorporate well with your ice cream mixture that we are getting ready to make next. So baby food, anyone? That's kind of what it looks like. It'll like kind of like eggs that you've whipped up. You're getting ready to scramble or something. But yeah, it's good. So now this goes into the refrigerator and we can get started on our base for our ice cream. And so this is what you will have left over once you have extracted all of that. This, like I said, that took about 7 or 8 Paw Paws, I'm guessing. And I haven't really stressed this yet, so I'm gonna say it now. Do not eat the seeds or the skin. They will give you a pretty bad bellyache. So only the pulp, only eat the pulp. Do not eat the seeds and skin. Throw that away. All right, it's time to build the base of our ice cream, which is just your classic French vanilla ice cream base. And then we are going to add our chilled Paw Paw puree to it. So we have in this 2 cups of heavy cream and 2 cups of whole milk. Got our saucepan, a thermometer so we don't scald our milk. We have 1 cup of sugar. We have 5 egg yolks, and we have, we're gonna use about a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. So let's get going. Okay, so we're gonna go into the pot with our heavy cream and our milk mixture. Now we're just gonna heat this up to just about the steaming point. You don't wanna scald this. You just wanna heat it up enough to right about the steaming point and to melt that sugar. We're gonna add in 1 cup of our sugar. And we're just gonna let this heat up. I've got a thermometer here just so I can check it. We don't want it to get much over about 165 degrees. And in the meantime, we just wait. And you want to keep your heat at about medium to medium-low heat, and keep an eye on this mixture. Like I said, you don't want it to scald. Keep stirring it fairly frequently. Keep an eye on the temperature. We just want it to get to a steaming point. Okay, so this is pretty much right where we want it. It's thickened up just a little bit, nice and steamy. One thing I forgot to mention, if you're using an actual vanilla bean instead of vanilla extract like I'm using, you would have wanted to add that vanilla bean right at the beginning when you put all that in there. But we're gonna go ahead and temper our egg yolks next. All right, so we're gonna give these yolks a good whisk. Get those good and mixed in together. All right, and then the way we do this, so we don't want these yolks to curdle, so we don't want to just add all the yolks to the pan here. What we're gonna do is we're just take a little bit, just a little bit, and you keep stirring the yolks And you start adding just a little bit of this hot liquid until this is tempered. Actually, I need to move this up off the heat. Okay. So all we're doing is we're gradually raising the temperature of these yolks enough so that they won't curdle whenever we end up adding them in. And we'll just keep doing this. I'll do several more ladles. You just want to do a little at a time. Keep stirring. The process goes on. All right, so we've got a little over half of our original cream and milk and sugar mixture mixed into the egg yolks. So now we've got this back on the heat. We're gonna go right back in here. And now we're gonna heat this back up again to a steaming point just until it thickens up and coats the back of a spoon. All right, this looks pretty good. Just where we want it. See how that coats the back of that spoon? And it's thickened up just a little bit. So let's get it off the heat and we're gonna get it into a bowl and get it cooled off. All right, so we got this off the heat. This is coating the back of the spoon really nice. That is a perfect ice cream base for a French vanilla ice cream that is going to turn into Paw Paw ice cream. So we're gonna slowly pour this back into this bowl. Now this ice cream base, you want this to cool down all the way. You want to get this as cold as possible before we put it in the ice cream machine. That way the ice cream will be very smooth and very creamy, which is the point of ice cream. But we're going to let this cool down all the way before we add that Paw Paw pulp back to it. But real quick, we are going to put about a teaspoon, and no, I don't measure it, about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And this goes in the fridge. So we have our ice cream mixture out of the refrigerator. Now you need to let this cool off, get it as cold as possible, because if you want your ice cream to be super smooth and creamy, you want it to freeze as fast as possible. So leaving it in the refrigerator, I put this in there early this afternoon, and it's about 7 o'clock at night. So this is nice and cool, and this is gonna freeze super quick once we get in our ice cream maker. So the last thing we gotta do is I took a stick blender and I pureed up all that Paw Paw pulp. So now we're just gonna incorporate this into our ice cream mixture. And then we're gonna put it into the ice cream maker. All right, ice cream's looking good. It's coming together, we're getting there. Oh, we're getting close. What do you think, Emery?
I tried it. It's good.
All right, well, my Paw Paw ice cream is starting to come out the top of the ice cream maker, so I think it's time to shut it off. Get it in some containers. Okay, guys, so here we are. We are at the moment of truth. So we thought it would be cool if since we're eating Paw Paws, we made Paw Paw ice cream. That's it right there. We thought it would be cool if the kids, Lauren, Emery, and Carter, ate Paw Paws with their Paw Paw. Say hi, Paw Paw. he's very excited, as you can tell. So here, I'll go ahead and scoop everybody. I'm gonna give everybody just a little scoop of ice cream. Hold this for me, Emery. There's a little bit for Paw Paw. We got some good looking soft serve right here. There's a little bit for Carter Man. And don't try it until I say, guys. And there's a little bit for Lauren. Okay, guys, moment of truth. Let's try. Everybody, get you a little bit on your spoon. Wait for the countdown. In 3, 2, 1. What do you guys think?
Pretty good.
It's pretty good? Is it sweet?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Nice. Does it taste fruity and tropical? So yeah, what do you think, Paw Paw?
Tastes like Paw Paw.
Tastes like Paw. That is a glowing review coming from Paw Paw. So all right, guys, tell everybody, wave bye everybody, say see you later. Go out and pick some Paw Paws this weekend because they're not going to be around too much longer. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.